Bortle here at the Little Rock, Arkansas regional. My goodness, post Blue Eyes structure deck. Speaking of Blue Eyes, yo, please introduce yourself to the world.
My name's Will. I played Blue Eyes today for an X1 finish.
My
I got second place.
Yo, what made you decide to play Blue Eyes, man?
Man, when I was 8, my first thing I got was a Blue Eyes structure, the Blue Eyes starter deck, the starter deck Kaiba. My brother got Yugi. So yeah, when they're making other Blue Eyes, I was like, I gotta go another round.
That's what's up. Any shout outs before we begin?
My buddy Ben, who he helped me get all these cards. When they announced the structure deck, I was just like, hey, I need to get all the cards I can for it. And he's like, sure, man, whatever. So he got me hooked up.
Okay, sweet. And you did mention you lost one. So what beat you in Swiss?
Myself. I drew round 1, game 1 and 2. I drew both Blue Eyes and not useful hand traps.
Okay.
Against Ryzeal Fiendsmith.
Well, sweet. Without further ado, please show us the goof.
Yep. So we got the Brick Eyes White Dragon himself and a Jet Dragon as the honorary third. You don't need this guy. I liked him. He ended up he came out a lot better than I thought he was versus Ryzeal. You just keep bouncing the detonator and just making them have to use the negate and then the destruction. So you just take all the detachments off. Then we followed by 3 Maiden of White and 3 Sage. Pretty standard. They're the better starters. And then the really bad starter, but you can get it off a Magnamut because it's a dragon. And then I only play 1 Wishes. I know everyone else plays 3. I don't like having the Ash Magnet in every hand, especially because it discards. And since we're grinding anyways, I don't really want to discard too much. And then we play one of all the other pretty generic cards that come in the structure deck. And then we're also on the full, just a Primite engine. Unfortunately, this is probably mandatory. That this card this card right here is all day. I actually won a game in time because I couldn't make Ancient Fairy Dragon, and I went to use Roar to special summon a Blue Eyes from the deck. My opponent chained Ghost Spooky Dogwood, and I chained Drill Beam, target my Roar, so I wouldn't summon, and then I just went to end phase. He lost 4,000 life points, won me the game in time.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's been a wild day.
Do you ever brick with the vanilla Blue Eyes in
Oh,
your
all
hand,
the time.
really?
Yeah, that's part of the deck is you will draw brick hands. There's a lot of them you win the die roll, you get happy, you draw, and you're like, pass.
Oh.
Majority, almost half my games was like that way. Okay. And then the hand traps, which is another reason you brick, is you run so many. 3 Ash, 3 Valor, which is searchable. I ran 3 Fool Lost, this obviously MVP. I didn't run the Meowls or the Perulias. I didn't really see it necessary to keep drawing that many. I know they're max Cs, but even still. Yeah. 2 Niv, 2 Ogre, mostly for the mirror match. 3 Imperm, 2 Purge. I only run 2 Purge instead of 3 because I run an extra Bestial. Druid Swarm is definitely needed. Honestly, if you were to cut cards, the Purges are probably the first ones that could be cut for just other Bestials.
Did it ever clash during the tournament for you?
I never actually got to the point where it clashed. The only time I got close, I had actually just set the Purge.
Oh, okay.
There was never a time where I drew Purge and then I had to go into a Magnamut, because I also, instead of going into Magnamut off the seals, I have the Seahorse.
Oh, yeah.
So it did, that play came up once, but...
And what's the main deck count?
42.
42? Okay, respect.
42 cards. And then the extra deck, we play the 1 Seals and 2 Spirits as the links. Mandatory 2, you could honestly play 3 of this card. It's great. It pulled its weight. Seals also could be a 2 of. Typhon, which was the card I usually sided out for Ancient Fairy Dragon. Not as relevant, but did come up. If you use Roar, you can't make him, so it's whatever. I did play the Crimson Dragon package of... I tried to win more by playing the 3 12s. Just in case for the time that you get the 3 Spirit Dragons, you can actually use 2 of them to make the Cypher and him, and then on your opponent's draw phase you can make the Cosmic Bazaar. It's not needed, it's just it's greedy. I did it probably 4 times today. It was funny, but my opponents didn't open up anything. I could have beaten them with just a vanilla. Lightsworn Dragon, which is a mini Harvey's Feather Duster that also resets a trap, not too bad. Moonlight Dragon, because Spirit Dragon actually just wants to be a Seals. Neo Blue Eyes, which is a card you send to be targeting protected. And the MVP Tyrant Dragon, resetting the Blue Eyes trap or Imperm or Dominus was really good. this would be the reason to keep Dominus. But I mostly just reset the Blue Eyes Trap over and over, and my opponents just kind of conceded to it plus Drill Beam.
Okay, for those that are like somewhat behind with the new structure deck, what does the Link one do in the new Synchro?
The Link one has the ability when it's summoned, it searches the field spell for free, so for an additional normal summon target. It also contributes tribute itself to summon a Blue Eyes from the hand or graveyard. And then what else did you ask? Sorry?
The new Blue Eyes Synchro?
Oh, the new one, the 12. He is a on-field negate that also stops your opponent from Bistooling you. One guy ran into is I had 2 Spirit Dragons in play during his draw phase. I used one. He went to Called by it. I chained the second one, summoning this, and Called by it fizzles.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, so you can. It just has passive effect. So it's a passive. They can't banish things out of your graveyard, and then when it dies to inevitably be Spirit Dragon's effect, it summons the Spirit Dragon back. It can't tag out again, but the 25k, 3k butt was usually good enough. And then for the side deck, we play 3 Lancia in the Sanctum. Obviously for Malice. Malice feels like a better matchup than it probably should, but we still play this because we like them to just not have a turn. Double Tactics to search, along with a Talent and a D-Barrier for Ryzeal specifically. At Ryzeal was like half my matchups, there's half the people here, so I'm glad I played this. I looped D-Barrier over and over Tyrant Dragon, and the guy just conceded. I locked a pure Ryzeal player. Skill Drain because it's cheating. These are all just go first cards. Called by and cross out because we play almost every hand trap in the game. Besides Droll, if you were to add another card, you could put a Droll in the deck or Droll in the sideboard just so you have access to it. My opponents Drolled me 3 turns in a row and it didn't matter. And then Ancient Fairy Dragon and the Secret Village. The Secret Village comes up if your opponent's just not playing spellcasters, you can punish it, but Ancient Fairy Dragon's for the time. Which I ended up, the one time going into time, I couldn't make this, and that's when the Drill Beam actually won me the game because my opponent killed himself to Spooky Dogwood.
My goodness. Sweet, sweet. Well, hey man, congrats again on topping with Blue Eyes. Just came out. That's what's up. And until next time, everyone, Borderline.